Okay, chapter 1, section 2. I'm going to do this without Justine. We did our dance. I don't know how I'm going to fuse these two. I actually don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm just showing up every day, willing to read a little bit of the text and willing to share about it, and trying to work with a 2-year-old. She's doing amazing. She's amazing. It's just I couldn't get through it, and I don't want to try 6 times. So I'm just going to do my chat here, and I've done the dance with her. Well, I'll see if I can learn how to edit and put something together. So this section was Revelation, Time, and Miracles. And this talked about, basically what I got from it was the communication channel to God, and that revelation is kind of like an insight we receive, or like a healing we receive. Maybe it's an insight, maybe it's a realization, but a miracle is an action we take. But all of these things come from Holy Spirit. Like, Spirit is the source of revelation or insight and wisdom and truth, and also guides the miracles. So it was like this section talked about the channel of communication, and then how miracles collapse time. And so if you've ever kind of compared life to a video game or a Matrix, or think of it that way, kind of like, and this is where people talk about destiny or fate, or are things, do you have choice and things like that. But I won't get into that because I'm not an expert on that at all. But it's just this idea of like, when you listen to guidance and you perform a miracle, because you listened to Spirit and you acted on it, you then collapse time for you and the receiver of the miracle. And essentially you save lifetimes potentially. And it doesn't matter, like, we don't need to know, and we won't know. The main thing is, we're happiest when we're in communication with Spirit, with our Creator. It's kind of like, I thought of this today, like Justine and I took a bath today, and she was like, when she first gets in, she's often cold, and it's often like a tough transition to like the warm water. So she'll sit on my lap, and it's almost like she's in the womb. And I had this thought today about how our mother's womb is like, it's like heaven. I mean, maybe it's the extension of heaven. Maybe it's not a pleasant experience always in the womb for every child, but it is a comfortable place for us physically, at least most people. I don't know, Okay, conceptually, it's a comforting place. So the mother then becomes, you would wish your mother was the closest comforting place, but that's not everybody's experience, because that's not everybody's curriculum. But my whole thought was like, wow, we all desire to be in that comfortable place with our Creator, and the parents are the closest thing on earth until we create a relationship to the spirit realm, if we ever do, with our spirit parents, with God. And that's what I got from this, was like, and it also talked about the relationship, that God is not to be idolized. And then it did talk about the intermediary between God and human, which is presumed to be Jesus. And that's my understanding. It's Jesus. And, it's so hard to separate Jesus from Christian depiction. But he's also depicted in other discussions as like an avatar, or like a holy being. So anyway, we have an intermediary, and it talked about the Holy Spirit is also a bridge. Where is that part? That was such a clear part. I am close to the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit mediates higher to lower communication, keeping the direct channel from God to you open. Okay, so there's just these relationships going on, and the main thing is, it's discussed here that you're not to idolize or think that God is above you or more amazing or more deserving or more worthy or more perfect or in any way, but not to just like idolize or put above. And it's like saying you are created from the same energy or source. So it's placing everyone as loving equals and worthy of all of this communication and worthy of the gifts of God, really. And just kind of explaining how these communications happen. So, but the main point was, don't get it twisted. It's almost that idea, like, who are you not to know your true value? Like, do not belittle yourself. Like, that's really a misunderstanding. So that's kind of what it discussed, the communication system, how miracles collapse time, and often people say they collapse time and also the need to repeat a lesson or to repeat a learning. It's like, okay, you passed that level, we're moving you to level 28 because of this, and now you'll have this experience or this person to learn from. And yeah, so that's kind of what I was taking away from this, and it was just so inspiring. Gosh. And this was a powerful line. It's in the first paragraph, line 9. It's the last sentence. It says, you're free to believe what you choose, and what you do attests to what you believe. And I know my friend Carla loves to say, like, our last free will choice is what we choose to think. Or no one can take away, like, that freedom of what you are knowing to be true. Nobody can touch that. So anyway, it's so powerful. So those are 2 pages packed, jam full. If you have questions, put them in. Or I was even thinking, like, if we want to ever do a monthly, like, drop in and see how everyone's doing and just do a live dance party with Justine and I, that would be cool too. So let me know what you think. But let's do a quick, I didn't do a prayers. It's hard to pray when I'm got, like, Justine, but she's hanging out. I told her I have to go take care of the business because she was giving me, it was just, we had conflicting agendas. So we just take a moment and a breath. So grateful to know we are in direct connection and communication with the Creator, and to know that we are of the same essence of the Creator. We are not at all small. We are not at all wrong or bad. We are fully enlightened. We just don't realize it. And we're grateful for this truth teachings that encourage us to listen to Spirit, to open ourselves, to live a day in a life that is full of inspired guidance, which affects the receiver, which helps us to see our brothers and sisters as one with us. So we're grateful for this path, and wherever we're on it is the perfect place. And wherever our challenges are, we have a direct communication to the wisest, what's that called? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Like, we have the lifeline to God. So go for it. Know you have it. It's not just for certain people. It couldn't be, because we're one. So anyway, blessing your day. Fill it with joy. Fill it with communication with Spirit. And know you are a miracle. And you need do nothing. Just follow the guidance. And so thank you. I thank Justine, who's giving me this space and time, and blessing you today and always. Peace out.